Mountain Dew GSL 시즌 1 Regeneration.
Welcome back to the GSL Code S. We're going to go to our final best of 3 tonight. Trap versus SOS.
Indeed. Should be quite a nice PvP coming up. Trap had a pretty close series overall with Classic, and SOS had a close one with Classic as well. Classic, of course, besting both of them to move on in first place. But between these two, I think you have to say again that SOS is favored. I think you always have to say he's favored.
You got to go with SOS on this one.
He's not favored versus a few Zerg players in the world, and I think that's just about it.
Yeah. Trap has been showing some very solid, kind of straight-up play. SOS is being a crazy SOS like he's always done.
Yeah. You know what? You know what SOS is, actually? I just figured it out.
Tell me.
He's like house odds in blackjack. He's like 51% against every Protoss and 51% against every Terran.
I like this. I like this.
But the thing is, the Zergs count cards.
That's right.
They got all these. They can make like a lot of units, and then suddenly SOS's tricky little composition doesn't do as much, does it?
Yeah. I like that analogy. Let's see how Trap decides to handle this. SOS has exhibited a lot of proxies, but it doesn't mean he has to keep doing that. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. Other than we're going to go to not just any kind of forest, but a cyber forest.
Whoa. Whoa. It's got smart trees in it.
It's
the trees know when the leaves are going to come off.
Microchips inside.
Yeah.
Don't let it rain here. Everything's a computer. It'll be destroyed.
You can check on your phone how many squirrels are in the tree. It's so sick.
Okay. And our game is now loading up. This is our last best of 3 for tonight. The winner goes on to the round of 8 in the GSL Code S. Trap versus
Mountain Dew
SOS.
GSL 시즌 1 Regeneration. 게임이 시작됩니다. 사이버 포레스트. 게임 준비 완료. 디네어 그린윈스 트랙. 디네어 그린윈스 SOS.
Guys.
Yes.
Guys.
What?
SOS has a probe right outside the natural.
Yeah.
But he ain't doing nothing with it. But how is Trap going to react? Oh.
Trap's afraid.
Trap's afraid.
He's afraid.
He's afraid. He smells fear.
Look at that. SOS.
SOS just tricked Trap right at the start of the game.
He's playing him like an ocarina.
I like that. And look at this now. The probe can get in here and scout anyways. I would have done the same thing if I'm Trap. I'd have been like, ah!
Oh yeah, no, I freak out every time someone sends a...
Yeah.
I'm like the computer. I just right-click like 8 probes onto their probe, and I just start screaming. It's like, oh, I'm gonna die! Like the best thing, if you fake can rush me, let your pylon finish and start one of my main.
Yeah.
You want to see? I'll have like 4 guys mining gas and none on minerals. It'll be bad. It's bad, tasteless.
Yeah. No, I know.
It's happened to me too
and
many
you're
times.
already angry. You're like, I'm not supposed to lose like this. This guy doesn't even play the game correctly. I know the real strategies and you don't.
That's my motto, tasteless. All right. So SOS in the meantime is simply walling his ramp and going for a very, very fast Nexus. So this little tricky guy.
Trickerino.
Yeah.
Trick or treat.
Look at this. Trap is going to get aggro, isn't he? No, he's actually scouting for proxies. Look at that.
It's SOS. You don't know what's going to happen.
He's like proxying and going for a Nexus.
Yeah. SOS is like...
He only gets the Nexus for Chrono Boost.
He's in one of those haunted carnival houses where they got the mirrors that make everything... They change the way that you look and understand the game in this case.
Oh, yeah. But what does his mirror makes you look like?
By the time this build is done, Trap's going to stumble upon the one mirror that shows him who he truly is. A player that dies to SOS cheese.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Okay.
I wonder how their games are in the team house. these two. I feel like SOS would have a losing record against everyone in the team house. You know what I mean? Like over
I know
time,
exactly what you mean. He probably loses more, but if he actually has to win a game, he's probably got some weird strat he can pull out.
yeah. He's a tournament player. He's not a ladder player. He's not, you know.
All right, here we go. Now we really get to see how good a battery is.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
He's
At
really
the end of this,
sucked the energy
at the end of this exchange, those stalkers are at half HP. Okay.
Yeah. And so is that one now.
Yeah. Oh, gets one. Oh, can he get to the one?
Oh!
Nice.
Trap, you monster.
Wow.
You monster.
Now there's Phoenixes coming behind this for Trap. And in this very unusual build where SOS basically forced an expand and then locked out Trap. I think Trap's handling this pretty nicely. Uh-oh. Peekaboo. See you in hell, my friend. So he gets whatever that proxy was going to be. It's SOS, there's no way to know. It could have been a proxy forge. We have no idea.
Proxy
Yeah.
forge. You're so surprised when he hits you with 1-1.
Yeah.
You don't even notice, like you
Yeah.
win the fight and stuff, because
Yeah.
the +1 armor
It's just
doesn't
an
do that
awful
much.
build.
Yeah.
Do you remember, I think we talked about this like a couple years ago, but the idea of trying to devise the worst builds of all time.
Oh yeah, we talked about
Like
that in 2012.
on one base, they scout your Stargate, and then as they leave, you cancel the Stargate and make 2 forges on one base. It's like, well, this is just actually terrible.
No, it's like you have 2 forges, and you're like chrono boosting them, and then you actually cancel both the upgrades and make like couple centuries and couple zealots
Oh,
or
wow,
something with
okay.
the money.
That's another bad
my
one.
God. There's a lot of bad ones that we came up with back then.
Okay. Phoenixes, only 2 of them. He didn't continue to mass produce them. Looks like SOS is set up with 2 little adepts in the bottom left. The option for a counterattack if Trap tries to do any timing attacks here.
SOS going for Blink. Always makes me nervous. Immortals are being built on the other side.
But you know, as much as we talk about how crazy SOS is, he's actually very good at finessing his units.
Oh,
he
yeah.
really knows how to maneuver and engage.
Oh, absolutely. Well, you saw how much he did in that game where he was 100% lost for the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, he got a lot done with those stalkers, to be
No,
fair.
he was wiggling out of that a lot of
Yeah,
in a lot of
yeah.
moments. I mean,
Hey, look, he's actually got, like, a lot of gates coming right now. Quite a few gates, and Blink's going to be finishing. So, I mean,
okay. I mean,
is he
it's
just going to do a Blink all in?
Yeah, I think he is. Well,
Seems
it's
that way.
By the way, it's going to be very clear that that's what's happening with all those
Yeah.
gateways there and only stalkers. Blink just now finishing.
May as well.
Can
I
he
guess.
actually do this though? One thing about this map is you can try to blink into the main or attack the natural. You know, even when you're this far along in a game and you have this much.
Okay, he's
we're
going
wrong.
charge in a third, so it's not a Blink
I
all in.
stand
You got the gates.
corrected.
You got the gates ahead of time. I have I guess because these Phoenixes are out, he has to stay home and defend against them. But this is the type of situation where you really want to hit their third if they take it. And Trap just put a pylon at his third. Let's see if he actually takes the third straight up.
Fairly passive game, even though the start was very weird. I'm curious
Yeah.
to see how what the conclusion of this one is based off how SOS started this.
Third started.
Yeah.
He does not have charge done yet. He does not have +2 done yet, which are 2 things you obviously do want. Gosh, I feel like I'm watching this right at this second slip away a little bit from SOS.
Well, it doesn't seem like it would necessarily pan out that well, but let's see what he's got here. It's one of the things about SOS is one of the harder players, I think, for us to cast.
Well, it's hard to figure out exactly what he's going to do, and sometimes it turns out terrible too. So
Yeah.
then you don't feel as bad when you're like, what is this?
Yeah.
Because that is the nature of his play. But okay, look at this Psy Storm for SOS. That's fascinating.
Yeah.
He waited for a hell of a lot of hallucinations before that went down. I'm very interested in that. So now he's at, guys, I'm fascinated, okay? Because again, we talk about the Immortal versus No Immortal style, where the No Immortal style generally wants to deny the third base.
Yes.
He did not do that this time, so I was getting nervous. But now the fact that he's getting Psystorm, which is, for a little bit, we saw this during Heart of the Swarm as being a popular move. You could use it against the army a little bit. You could also use it for Storm Drops. Obviously, Storm Drops can be very powerful. Look, he sees how many High Templar there are. But you could think that these are to zap the Phoenixes, too, to be fair, right? But I think
you really think that? I mean, there wasn't that many Phoenixes, right? He should know Storm's on the way.
Look at these plasma shields.
You can also, oh, and see, he's even gonna get rid of his energy there, so he can't get that. So maybe he does think that actually. Now, one thing to note is that with Storm here too, I mean, Protoss armies tend to kind of clump up. You know, when you get to these big fights that are happening, everything's kind of close together. And so maybe he's going to go for some good storms there on the army.
Does that help enough against Immortals and stuff?
Well, that's what I'm wondering here, too. And plus, if you have a bunch of Psystorm ready, you also don't necessarily have a bunch of Archons ready. Or not as many as you could have had you just made Templars and morphed them. Well, so I'm not sure how this exchange goes exactly.
If you spam all the Storms at the beginning of the battle, the Archons will be there before the battle's over, but they won't be there for the whole battle. So I guess overall it's a little bit more damage.
But if you have
less sustainability for the battle,
right? But if you've got that few, that small of a number of Archons, wouldn't their Zealots do way more damage to you before the Archons can come out and actually clean that up? Didn't the Zealots kill everything by then?
Well,
their Archons and Zealots, I should say.
So you're doing, what is the exact Storm damage? Just like 78 or something? Like, is that dealing enough damage that the Archon morph time is not as big a deal? Sometimes Archons get stuck, so if it's in a tighter location, I think the Storm could be better, right? He's still got a lot of Archons. Yeah, the thing is the Storm going to be good enough that it offsets the Immortals? Is, I think, a big thing that I'm questioning right now. And obviously, don't forget, he can feedback sentries and things like that.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point as well.
Okay,
now SOS is moving out. Now, there's a fourth base being acquired here for Trap. I believe SOS is going to expand at 12 o'clock. I think.
Huh.
But I'm not...
He can't attack up there. That's impossible. I don't believe.
Oh my.
So the Storm, okay, triggers a couple of the shields on the Immortals, so that in and of itself is pretty good, right?
But this angle, I mean, how are you going to get up there? That bottleneck.
Now he's going to feedback. Look at that. I love it by Trap. He's waiting with feedbacks now.
Ooh.
Wow.
These Storms are kind of crazy.
Yeah,
I guess
those are good.
I guess he can actually chuck Storms over here when all of his energy's gone. Then he just turns them into Archons. But, you know, with those Phoenixes nabbing all those Templars, it's a lot of potential Archons that aren't there.
Look at that.
Templar attack.
Going to town.
Templar attack.
It's about how much damage it does, too. Well, yeah, I guess he utilized that concave pretty well and did some somewhat retreating storms. That was cool. I don't know, though, man. I still not feeling it.
Okay, Trap's going to come in here. This angle is actually pretty bad.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that Trap decided to push that issue. Okay, so
their army supplies are incredibly close. +3 for SOS, 2-1 for Trap.
Oh, got the Observer. So wait a minute. Does he just come in here and kill this now?
Oh, those Storms did pretty good. That's a lot of Archons over on Trap's side. This is fascinating.
This is so weird because, you know, clearly there's one right way to do this. The other one has to be wrong. And now I'm watching this number plummet here for Trap.
Yeah.
And I don't understand this game anymore.
Wow.
Wow. What?
Yeah, I'm not sure of what I've seen.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and look at this one. This is really interesting.
This is super interesting.
I think the Storm got the shields down low enough, and you don't have to attack in right away. You can kind of take your time and warp in different units. I
think he utilized the terrain very, very, very well.
He did that for sure.
He did have the +3, which is certainly better than +2 attack and +1 plasma, so we should give him that too. I guess what I think at the end of the day, the Psystorms and the +3 shouldn't be underrated, but the Psystorms did enough damage to offset the Immortals to some degree, right? Because the Immortals are generally a big part of who wins a battle and why.
Yeah.
And that's a very prolonged battle. So he's like spamming out a lot of damage with side storms and making Archons, I guess. It was fascinating. That was really cool. I'm really interested to see if that's something that we'll see again. I'm not sure. Well.
So I think we have a small delay here, or someone requested a break.
Yeah. Well, you
Trap
should
takes a break. He's like, what happened there?
He's like, I live with him, and I've never seen that.
Yeah, that was so interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I love the idea of Psystorm being a part of PvP. Part of the reason why it did kind of go away, obviously drops against Phoenixes are very bad for Psystorm drops. Also, Disruptors are a very good counter against them.
Okay, so a player requested a break. I assume it's Trap,
moment, I guess.
But did not use it to run to the restroom or anything. Probably just trying to process what happened back there. We don't get to get that confused very often, to be honest. That's actually kind of a treat for us to see something that weird and
yeah, no, it's super
abstract
cool,
happen, and then to see how well it worked out. Now we're going to go to Port Alexander. Artosis, is a good thing I've been studying maritime law.
Regeneration. 게임이 시작됩니다. 포트 알렉산더. 게임 준비 완료. 진에어 그린스. 트랙.
Did you ever read that book as a kid, The Bounty?
I'm sorry, what?
The Bounty?
No, I don't know what that is.
About the ship? It's like a
I didn't
pirate
read
book?
that one.
No? Huh.
Did I just bungle your attempt at a good boat joke by just...
No, I was just asking about the
genuinely
book.
didn't know.
I think some people call it HMS Bounty, but... Just wondering if you read that book, Jason, that's all.
No, I have not, unfortunately.
Thought you might have, seeing as you studied so many subjects in college.
You've seen Arrested Development, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, the
So
first episode where, like, well, you look at the maps. You studied maritime law, and he's like, looking at the maps. He's like, the blue part's the land.
yeah.
Okay. Well. Look at this.
Fun. The probes might see each other, which would...
Wait. I think the blue probe saw the red probe, but I don't know if the red probe saw the blue probe.
I don't know. Blue is snaking back here and looking.
Yeah.
Red did not, did it?
Okay. I was about to be like, are you seriously like not going to see that?
Huh.
Over here at Station, as it is nicely marked on the map.
I'll meet you at Station.
Meet me at Station.
A couple of Adepts coming out for SOS, a couple of Stalkers for Trap. I like how few expansions we've been seeing.
Yeah,
it's just
you
like
don't want to
very
expand.
late.
This is StarCraft.
There was a little period for sure where we were seeing like, 3-4 units into a Nexus, like very many PvPs. But when SOS is in your group playing the PvPs, you gotta be more careful than that. Ooh, double Sentry coming out of SOS.
Yeah, now SOS's proxy pylon was scouted. The Trap proxy pylon was not. But SOS, I believe, does not know that Trap saw his pylon. So there's a lot of
I think SOS knows that his pylon was seen, but didn't see the pylon, right? Because he never built anything at it or anything, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
it looks like this pylon is going to be destroyed, and it's actually going to be Trap expanding right away.
Yeah, SOS already has his on the way. SOS is making quite a few sentries, so this can point towards a few different things. If you see the Robo, like for instance before the Nexus, it means that you're going to see a very quick like Immortal Prism Sentry Stalker push. In this case, I could see SOS just lining up for a very strong like later Immortal push. Lots of Sentries, Stalkers, Immortals.
Okay.
Just like whatever tech they have, just try to bludgeon right through. Because when you get this many sentries this early, it's really because you're building up energy.
So what we're going to do, hold on
Of course,
a second.
catching any units is definitely worth some force fields.
I want to remind everybody in the studio real quick here. Hang on to your tickets. There's a giveaway at the end of the show.
Yeah.
And if you want to, I know some of you guys sometimes want to say hi to us. We leave pretty quickly. You can
Totally.
wait by the garbage cans. I'm sorry. There's garbage cans on the way out. You can sit.
Tasteless
See how
only
much you
meets
like
people
us.
near garbage cans.
You can wait by these sticky garbage cans, okay? 'Cause that's the door we come out of.
Oh my God. That was just crazy.
That's
the best
like
stasis
that's
of
like
all
a
time.
record. That's it.
I feel like
The Guinness people are running into the studio right now to mark this
Yeah.
down. That was the most we've ever had frozen.
I never thought anyone would be worse against Stasis Trap than Sue, but we've seen it here today.
Yeah.
Wow, what a moment. Glad to share that with you, Tasteless.
Oh, look at this. Takes out those two Adepts. Nicely done. Traps, Oracles, looping back around. He's not keeping them together, though. It looks like he wants to try to hit two different locations, but there's a battery in the main. Is there a battery in the natural?
That's a good question, Tasteless. I think so. All right, Prism flying around the map. We have the Twilight and Forge coming up for SOS now.
And he's going to send that that Warp Prism out, and somehow this Warp Prism is like moved past every unit on the
Yeah.
map and not been seen.
Seriously. Oh, look at that.
Oh, what? Wait. We need to get another shot of that.
That was a bunch of hallucinated
That was a bunch of
Adepts.
hallucinated Adepts, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought the color
I
on the
think he
monitor
didn't
was
even
wrong.
see it.
Look at this. Look at this.
So the good old hallucinated Adept
Yeah.
to draw the units to the front so the Prism can get stuff in the back. Oh, wow, this is some pretty crazy damage pretty
Yeah,
quickly.
Trap doesn't even see it, though. He's like, well, I do see all your probes dying. How about that? Look at this. And they
SOS
both
was
get
hoping
away.
to play someone smarter.
Look at this. See? See, isn't my strategy cool? Trap's like, I don't care. All right, well, now we have a bunch of sentries in the middle of the map.
Sometimes SOS is too many steps ahead of his
Yeah.
opponent. That happens.
That was like intended. That was a strategy that was intended for
he
the
might have panicked.
super, 1,000 years in the future where we get invaded by a super alien half computer,
Yeah.
and they play StarCraft in their dimension, and we have to send SOS out to beat them. That's the strategy SOS uses to beat that.
Yeah.
Not to get to the round of 8 of GSL Codex.
So maybe against Alpha Star later on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow. Yeah, if he did that strategy to Alpha Star would just like uninstall itself. It's like, I don't even understand.
turns on Minesweeper.
Yeah, that's it. This is the game I can handle.
Well, that
Okay.
that was painful. SOS with such a tricky move, but it seems as if it was not spotted.
Yeah, I feel
The amount of probes that Trap killed during that time was immense.
You know, when you see someone try a strategy like that, you really want it to work.
Yeah.
Because it's so cool, so it's kind of sad that it didn't actually do anything. It clearly also had a time and a place. Like, he actually has this idea that he's trying to implement that. Unfortunately, it somehow just didn't get scouted as it moved across the map.
Well, the Oracles flew near it. I think maybe he just didn't see it. Because it's just designed to get all the units out of the main base, I think, so that the incoming Warp Prism can get the Adepts to do some massive damage.
I think so.
It's like a cool idea.
All right. Feedback there on the Oracle, turn it into a paperweight. Turn it into the scouting Zeppelin in Warcraft 2 for now.
Well, you can really see the difference in feedback damage right there.
Oh, yeah.
That's the type
You can do that. That's right.
But how is he going to get DT Blink? He's got to make a second Prism and send it
He's
down.
got to send a probe down there and build a pylon later on to get that upgrade.
It's kind of a spoiler, right?
Yeah.
We know he's not getting DT Blink now.
Yeah. He really took all the suspense out of this strategy, Artosis. Okay. SOS continues to mass up as they both take their third bases. Now, what is he going to do with... Is he going to actually make DTs and try to do something sneaky or what?
Yeah. I think what
I
the
guess
idea here is when they have their battle, you just pick off their observer. You don't make that many observers a lot of the time.
Wait a minute.
No, he's not going to see it. Just barely.
Just by the refuel docks.
Yeah. Doesn't see it.
Wow. This is a weird game. Okay.
Indeed. Oh my god. This is such a weird game. This is what happens when you have, especially SOS in general, but against a teammate.
Yeah,
it's even worse.
These guys spend so much time playing together and then also unpacking the strategies and game theory that you got to get pretty abstract here.
Well, he's cranked up the craziness here. Like, oh man, there's a cannon at the natural. That's not good. I don't know how many cannons he has, but
all right,
this might not go well.
A little fight over here by the launch bay. And
I'm glad that you know this map so well.
I know. That's how you got to cast it, okay? It's like a CSGO caster, right? We got little parts of the maps. We got to just name them.
Do you launch a boat?
That's exactly, yes, at Port Alexander, you launch a boat from there.
Okay.
Into the water.
Because when I think of launch, I think of like things that fly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess it can be used for things that float.
Got to get a little bit creative here, Artosis.
Yeah.
That's why I fly my boats on the water. Okay.
Hey, there's cannons at like every base, so these DTs are not doing what they wanted to do.
So SOS, again, 400 IQ play, but it's not going to matter. Trap playing a much more straight-up game. Trap with a much bigger army as well.
I think getting behind and going DTs, we can't attribute to 400 IQ. Yeah, he is not going to win that battle.
Yeah,
right?
I don't
He's got
think
4
so.
Immortals.
The Immortals in the back are going to be the question. We got some more Warpins here. It just seems like Trap's army is beginning to eat through and engulf the rest of this army here for SOS.
There's still 4 Immortals.
Yeah.
Not enough.
GG. We're tied up 1-1.
Like, there's still 4 Immortals. Game's over, Artosis. Oh, okay, sorry. Okay. Well, that was a kind of weird game. Par for the course for SOS. But the next map, this is the exciting one. How many fake cannon rushes have we seen today? Several, right?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
New Repugnancy is next. This is the ultimate cannon rush map.
And I think about cannon rushes, Artosis, that's really the oldest repugnancy in all of StarCraft.
Might be.
Yeah.
Both of these players are playing the oldest repugnancy in all of StarCraft, the Protoss race.
Remember the first time you experienced a cannon rush? The very, very first time? Where you just see, like,
I don't remember the first time, but
I remember it. I remember just seeing a cannon, like something building on the edge of my vision, and I'm like, what? And like I send my guys over there, and then there's cannons behind it, and I go, oh my god.
Yeah. I still remember one day you had this cannon rush that you wanted to show. And you did it against G5, where you walled with a cybernetic score.
Oh, yeah. I won that game. I was very, very happy with that game.
Of course, it never works again after everyone
No,
sees
it was a strategy. You can only use it one time. I beat several good players with it only once.
Yeah.
I should have saved it for a tournament, but I was so excited to just
show everyone it. Look at what I figured out, guys.
And then I never learned how to play PvP properly on that map because I was too.
Tastes, are you spending your practice time correctly here?
마운틴 듀 GSL 시즌 1 리제너레이션 게임이 시작됩니다. 뉴 리퍼그넌시 게임 준비 완료.
It's raining on this map.
Oh, I don't think we're going to see a cannon rush.
The storm.
지네어 그린민스 트랙.
Is it raining on his side of the map?
It's balanced.
There's a little bit of rain.
지네어 그린민스 SOS.
Do the Protoss need water?
Protoss need water? I don't think Protoss have mouths.
They don't.
You notice that?
Plants don't have mouths and they need water.
Damn, mind exploded.
Yeah.
Wow.
Get out of here, Tasteless.
Yeah, no. It's a good question. Or you gotta wonder if all their stuff will still work if it's wet. Let's keep in mind there's no water units in StarCraft.
It's not like their stuff is electricity. It's powered by crystals,
What
right?
if the Viking could land in the water and become a boat too? Imagine that. Land, sea, and air.
You know,
and then it could go underground like that. What was that Command and Conquer unit that was like a flamethrower thing and also ported units? And I'm like, what are you guys making here? Like, pick a theme. Remember that?
Just does everything.
Yeah, the thing could burrow underground and transport your units, and it had a flamethrower. I'm like, what? Was this designed by an 8-year-old? This is crazy.
Yeah. Well, I didn't.
What are you going to just keep trying to talk about this game? You better respect my question.
I never played.
Quit messing around.
So it's hard for me.
My question.
I can't tell you what the unit's name was. I just can't do it because I don't know.
I'm just saying, Blizzard, if you're watching, Viking landing in the water.
Be pretty epic.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool.
Should be able to land it anywhere, but
it
it blows up.
Could be in your next StarCraft cutscene.
That would be a good April's Fool thing.
Yeah, that would be a good April Fool's thing.
Oh God, I had something and now it's gone.
Sorry, I've gone too far.
It was really good too.
What game is this? Who are we casting here? Okay, so we got Stargate coming up here for Trap. And we don't have anything yet here for SOS. But look at that probe the SOS is sending out Artosis. He's looking for an area to make a pylon and hope the Trap won't find it. And that area is going to be in the very bottom right.
Good place for it.
Oh,
Ooh,
nice.
Blocking pylon.
Yeah. Oh, and he's like, I can block you with my pylon.
Oh, look at that. 2 Stalkers
Oh,
coming
my God.
in. Oh, well. There's 2 Stalkers now here, too.
Yeah.
But we got the first body.
Yeah. Oh, body blocking the battery. Oh!
Nice. Swift micro.
Get the sentries
Wow,
down
look
there.
how low that Stalker's on health, actually.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, meanwhile, scouting Phoenix, or hallucinated Phoenix, excuse me. And Trap is going to go for an expand. Okay, I think Trap is getting a little bit too ambitious with these 2 Stalkers. This is...
Oh my God, fake Stalkers. He just loves
What?
hallucination.
Look at this beautiful man.
That's how you retake your low ground.
Yeah.
Stalker's already gone. He's like, damn it, none of my moves are working.
Okay.
Do what I think you'll do for once.
It really shows you that when you have 2 teammates in this matchup, like SOS just like knows Trap so well. He is just really abusing hallucinate. Wait a minute. And then Trap's like, I know you're going to hide a pylon on the map. You got to imagine that they all, like these 2 guys specifically, know all of each other's hiding spots for proxy pylons. You know what I mean? All the ideal locations.
Yeah, you know, because all the maps are 2 players as well, though, I think after you play a map for a long time, you get a very good idea of the flow of where things get hidden. Like, anytime a new map is released, everyone proxies everything.
Yeah.
Because you just can't find it yet, because you don't have, like, a rhythm of, like, oh, you go here and then you go there, and this is how you loop around this area. Oh, I've been killed over here, so I check that. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, I didn't see this one coming. All right.
Uh-oh. SOS.
I'm so man-crushing on SOS. I'm like, that's part of your strategy, guys. Lose those 2 adepts like that.
Clearly.
Oh my
Another
God, look at
hallucination.
this.
It's just all he does is hallucinate stuff.
Yeah.
Like, does he think this gives you more points or something?
Yeah.
Like,
He's trying to
You
get
want
some
points,
kind of
right?
strange achievement
yeah.
on the launcher. Okay. And Trap is going to go for Adept attack here. Nice tagging. Now is
Oh,
Trap
he forces the weapons.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, no, not bad. The thing is, the guys, they're both going for Adept
Oh, that's funny.
glaives here, so this is kind of this is kind of weird here.
Yeah. Another hallucination. No, that one's normal.
I don't know what's real.
Oh my God, he kills all 3.
Nice. Try hallucinating that now.
Well, now that he can't hallucinate anything, what is he to do? Oh, he warped in 2 more sentries.
Okay, it's okay. He can
Don't
keep
worry,
hallucinating.
Tasteless.
It's all right.
We're okay.
Yeah.
We're still on track.
He's going into SOS's greatest hits. Now real warp prisms are coming out. So when you're doing this, I mean, are you just like trying to power up on 2 bases? You're not trying to take a 3rd necessarily, right?
Well, if you're going glaives, no, you don't go glaives into 3rd. That doesn't.
But in this case, it's like they're both going to have to get a 3rd because I don't think either player can kill each other. They're doing basically the same thing, except SOS has more cool hallucinations.
That's true. He definitely made more hallucinations.
And if the winning conditions for GSL Code S were make a lot of hallucinated units, he would be winning.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Scary.
Only losing shields there.
That would have been really bad.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, his gates are finishing up, so he's going to be able to get his adepts. I mean, is Trap just for more? Oh, no.
Oh, my
Now
God.
he does.
Okay. Oh, the Immortal as well. Okay, force field's coming down now.
God, he's just bought so many sentries.
Oh, this is really bad.
Yeah, this is not going to work for
You
SOS.
can just keep hitting these units from behind here. Great shade here with these adepts.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I don't know if the battery's going to be enough here either.
Yeah, it
this
doesn't
is so
seem
much
that way.
damage.
And that's going to be that. Oh my God, SOS just being taken out here.
Yeah,
Right? Or not. Hold on.
No, I think
That's a
he's
lot of
gonna
adepts coming in, though.
Yeah, here comes the War Prism again, though, to continue to reinforce this. I don't know, man. This is quite a bit of damage. The thing is, though, even if he doesn't kill him, he can contain him and take a third, right?
Yeah. Well, I think you keep going. You keep warping in, right?
Force fields are going to be very strong here, by the way. There's nothing that can pop a force field.
But you can shade beyond them. Even this Adept coming in is pretty helpful. I mean, this Oracle, rather. They did shade beyond.
Yeah, I think there's too much that was getting split up over there. Yeah, that's going to be game, man. Trap did it.
Yeah, good job to Trap getting into that very important round of 8. He doesn't always make it, but he is of this caliber, so it's nice to see him do so well. Okay, so that means both players you thought were going to advance did not.
Yep. I've never been so wrong. Well, I actually have been before. Great night, man. Trap did it. I got to say, I really thought SOS was going to get out of this group, but I think being teammates with someone like SOS, you really have SOS's number.
Yeah, well, SOS tried a lot of tricks, and they just were not working. It's almost like Trap wanted to play that one with his eyes closed. There were so many fake outs and tricky moves. At the end of the day, he just played a pretty solid series overall and was able to take SOS down. So SOS, not with the greatest start to the year, to be honest.
Unfortunately not. But he does struggle to. He hasn't won a Code S yet. We're still waiting for that to happen.
And normally the beginning half of the year, he doesn't do well. And then the end of the year, he just
He
wrecks.
murders it, yeah.
Yeah, that's normally how it goes. He makes his run at the very end.
Okay, we're going to have an interview now with Trap and see how he's feeling now that he has managed to advance to the round of 8, leaving only 2 more spots to fill in.
네, 드디어 해냈습니다.
Finally, he has made it.
6년 만에
This
정말 것 같은데요.
since
다시 한번
2013,
뜨거운 박수
this is
부탁드립니다.
second quarterfinals run in 6 years.
네, 조성우 선수
Congratulations,
정말
Trap.
축하드립니다. 정말 오랜만에 가네요.
It's been a very long time since you made it to quarterfinals.
다시 올라간 소감 어떠신가요?
How do you feel about it?
그냥 아무렇지도 않은 것 같아요. 그냥
I currently feel
우회
nothing.
상태인 것 같고.
I'm completely blanked out at this point.
8강 경기는 6년이라고 하셨는데 기억도 너무 까마득해요.
You told me it's been 6
처음
years.
올라가는 느낌.
I completely forgot about it,
또
so I
하신
feel
것
like
같은 그런
it's my first run
느낌입니다.
at the
사실 많은
quarterfinals.
불안감이 있었을 거라 생각을
We're having a lot of
했습니다.
anxiety running over you,
16강
especially in Legacy of the Void. You always lost in the deciders match in round of 16 throughout your Legacy of the
이런 많은
Void
부담감이
career.
있으셨을 것 같은데
And you also had to play versus a teammate tonight.
임하신 건가요?
What were your mindset
네,
going
그냥
into
진짜
this match?
다 비우고 경기
I
임했고요.
completely just
그냥
left
떨어져도
blank
그냥
mentally,
상관없다는
and
생각으로 그냥 편하게
I turned my
했어요.
Zen mode on, and
결과가 좋게 나온 것 같아요.
no,
그런데
whether I
오늘
win or lose, I was fine with it.
조성우
So
선수의 경기를 보면서
I
와, 오늘
played as
정말
comfortable as possible.
오늘 컨트롤도 그렇고 굉장히
your,
춤춘다는 느낌이 들 정도로
was
멋진
very
모습이
stellar.
계속 나왔습니다.
Seems like all of your
오늘 좀
units
되는
are
날이었던 것 같은데
dancing in the
어떻게
ring.
생각하세요?
How do you feel about your overall
근데
gameplay today?
연습 때도 원래 이 정도 하거든요.
This is usually my skill level that
어,
I delineate in my practice sessions as well. So
제 경기력을 떠나서 상대 선수들이 워낙 쟁쟁
disregarding my
제가 아무리
current skill level,
이제 알수
the
없는
other
싸움이 될
opponents
것
were
같다는
very
생각을 했었는데
top quality players. So
결과적으로
it was going to
올라가게
be
돼서
a
너무
very foggy
뿌듯합니다.
battle for me,
네.
and eventually I made it through. So I'm very proud of
경쟁력이
myself.
굉장히 많았습니다.
There are a lot of
김유진
monumental
경기,
moments tonight
아니죠. 네, 김유진 선수와의 경기, 또 이신영 선수와의 경기
in
정말
both
멋진 경기들이 많았는데
innovation
오늘
and
개인적으로 어떤
SOS.
명장면을 꼽고 싶으신지 한번 들어보고 싶거든요.
What are some of your
어떤 게 제일 마음에 드세요?
highlight reels in today's matches?
신영이랑 했을 때 이제 병력 다 잡아먹고 이겼을 때
No, when I
지지 과다했을
crushed
때 이제
the
헤드셋을
entire
보는데 깜짝
army of
놀랐어요. 함성 소리가
innovation.
너무 커가지고
and when I received that GG,
그래가지고
and
그
as I took
경기가
off my
제일 인상
headset,
깊었던 것
the
같아요.
crowd
네,
just
그럴만 했습니다.
exploded.
전략
So
소환을
I think that was the
기점으로
biggest
해서
highlight reel
마지막
for me tonight.
교전에서 저도 정말 전율을 느꼈거든요.
No, especially
오늘
on that
명장면으로
last
꼽을 만큼 멋진
battle.
경기가 아니었나 생각이 드는데
You
이신영
demonstrate a very
선수에게
high
정신 못
quality
차린다 이런
fights.
이야기도 하셨거든요.
And also you
네,
told
이신영
Innovation
선수와의
that
그런 테란전
you
원래
better
그
wake
테란전
up before
자신감이
you play
있으셨던
this game.
건가요?
네.
How do you feel about your PVT?
테란전이 방송 경기나 이제 대회에서 잘 되더라고요.
I think my PVT has been running really well, especially in televised matches. Although I've been receiving a lot of compliments as a PVZ specialist. However, I think my winning percentage has been always decent in regards to PVT, even though when my PVZ was at
김유진
its
선수와의
apex.
내전에서도 승리를 하시고
You finally win the
이신영 선수를 상대로
won
또
the
이렇게
internal
승리를
war versus
하시면서
SOS,
6년
and also
만에
took out
4강에
the
올라가게
WSG
됐습니다.
champion
이신영
Innovation.
선수를 잡은 만큼
And
전태양
in 6
선수에게도
years now, you
자신감이
finally
있지
made it to the
않으실까 이런 생각을
quarterfinals.
하는데 어떠신가요?
How do you feel about playing versus TY in your quarterfinals,
저는
which is another
요즘에는
PVT?
저그전보다 테란전이 더 자신 있고요. 그리고
I'm more confident
연습
in
상대가
PVT
이제
than
선주랑
PVZ.
도우기가 있기 때문에
I have Maru and Cure as my
준비만
practice
잘한다면
partners.
이길 수 있을 것 같아요.
So
네.
if I prep a great game
정말
plan,
많은 분들이
I'm
기뻐하실
confident
것
that I will
같네요.
win the
마지막으로
next round as well.
8강 축하해 주시는 팬분들께 한마디 해주시죠.
Any last words to the
일단
fans?
오늘 응원 정말 많이 와주셨는데
A lot of people showed up today.
감사드린다는 말씀
I
전해드리고
express
싶고
my deepest gratitude
오늘
to all the fans
저
down here.
몰래 저희 가족이 이제 경기장에 오셨는데
My
엄마가
family members also
그래서
came up to the studio without telling me.
네.
And it's my mother's birthday tonight, so
부모님
happy birthday to her.
형 네, 사랑합니다.
Love you, my
네.
brother and my
이렇게
parents.
부모님 앞에서 멋진 승리 선물이 됐을 것 같은데요. 다시 한번 축하드리겠습니다.
All right, congratulations once again, Trap.
네, 이렇게 오늘의 이 진출자.
All right,
That'll
thank you
be
for that. Cool night. We got really kind of surprised that Innovation died and SOS didn't move on. I really did not see
Well,
that coming.
I mean, it was pretty close. It was well fought, I have to say. You know, Innovation having his chances, so not making necessarily the best moves all the times. The same can be said about our Protoss player SOS, who did not end up advancing there.
We'll be seeing more of SOS though down the road.
Oh, of course.
You were
Innovation
totally
as well.
you were totally correct when you said that SOS tends to do better in the latter part of the year.
Yeah.
So we only have 2 more spots remaining. The opponents for Bunny and Maru have not yet been decided. We'll be casting that day, Group D, on Saturday at 1 p.m.
I think it's actually Group B for some reason.
Oh no, you're right. We had to move them around.
Yeah.
We're
Anyways.
defying the alphabet here.
Yeah. We're looking to get at least 1 more Zerg into this next round to really make it quality. Look at that, 3 Terrans, 2 Protoss, and a Zerg so far. Who's in that group? Dark's in that group, so yeah, definitely looks good.
Yeah, Dark Hero, Cure, and Deer.
Okay, that's a great group.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I'm really curious to see how Hero's going to do. You know, he was so dominant for a while.
He's
and
up
he
and
kind
down
of
right
got
now.
phased out.
Yeah.
But this is his chance to redeem himself.
I think it's in my opinion, this is very much a Dark and Deer group. Like those two are looking in dominant form at the moment, looking very strong.
All rumors point that Deer's been in great shape lately.
Oh yeah,
That's what people have been telling
his
me.
games just look fantastic all over the place. Yeah.
Um,
And all the players that you see in the last in the group anyways are the players, you know, that got picked last in that group selection, so it kind of speaks their level as well.
yeah. Okay, another GSL day done, Artosis.
Yeah.
We got our PvP high out of the way.
That's right.
Lots of good PvPs to watch. I really want to go back and check out that game where SOS won with the Storm play.
That
in
was
Archons.
super cool. I really enjoyed that game.
That was
And I'm
much-
fascinated to see it again, but I don't know if we will because he's out.
Yeah, I even imagine that Trap and SOS are probably talking about that back there because you could even see
Probably.
that after Trap lost that game, he wasn't even quite sure what happened back there.
Yeah.
You know, he actually used his break in that moment to kind of think and go, what's going on here?
Yeah. All those side
What is he
storms,
doing to me? And look, I think, frankly, if SOS was not so reliant on proxies, which clearly Trap knows how to scout, maybe it would have been a different game. I don't know.
Yeah, could have been. Well, it was a good day overall of GSL. Don't forget, we will be back on Saturday. We're on our normal schedule right now, so Wednesdays and Saturdays. The Saturday one spaced out a little bit better, 1 p.m. KST for our North American GSL watchers. So make sure you tune into that, see if we can get Dark through to that next round.
I'm looking forward to it.
We, us together, collectively, can we get a second Zerg up there?
That is all the time we have. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We love you. Have a good morning, night, or afternoon, or night, whatever. You get it. Bye.
This is my world.
Let's make it count.
I must practice tolerance.
GSL 시즌 1 Regeneration